Local and international NGOs are working to strengthen young people in some domains. And now we can discover that in Togo, Young Men Christian Association YMCA is working on the issue with the support of Waite International. More details in these special reports by Alex Upoti.
Young people need assistance sometimes to be more responsible in their daily life. Local and international NGOs are working in Togo for a better protection of youths. At this meeting of exchanging experiences, members of Youth Care International are getting informed about the work done by Young Men Christian Association YMCA Togo.
Y Care International is working with the YMCA in Togo and has been working here for many years. Since the early 2000s, we have been investing in the YMCA to build work, really effective work with young people who are very, very important worldwide and particularly in Togo. And the purpose of our presence is to work with young people through the YMCA to build their capabilities, to help them with problems of health and HIV/AIDS and clean environment, but also to help especially vulnerable young people who are in prison, to help them to learn about health, to learn about how they can be better citizens, how they can be leaders, and how they can help to change Togolese society for the better.
The association YMCA Togo was created in 1903 and works to strengthen the capacity of young people for the African Renaissance.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we turn back to our guest, Mr. Tory Waite, who is in studio with me this evening. Hello, Mr. Tory, once again.
Thank you very much, Damon. Hello.
We've watched the reports on the YMCA, and we came to realize that you reached Togo this week for some activities. What is the purpose of your visit in Togo? I mean, what do you have in your schedule?
Well, let me say first of all, the YMCA here in Togo has been here since 1903. And although it's a Christian-based organization, it's open to all people and works with all young people. There isn't a discrimination between different faiths and different backgrounds. We've been supporting from YCare the work in Togo for a number of years, and we want to see that work really develop. And so the YMCA here have arranged a visit for myself, for the gentleman you've just seen, who is the London director of YCare, and for another visitor, a businessman from London. We've been to the prison, we've been to the slum at Katanga, we've been to Bagby, which is a YM farm, and we've come away with some impressions and some thoughts for the future.
Okay. Talking about the impressions that you had while visiting some places like the prison and juvenile brigades of Lomé, what are your impressions? What have you come to realize by visiting those areas?
Well, I have visited for 50 years prisons all over the world.
Okay.
And I've spent a lot of time in prisons, visiting prisons in the United Kingdom. And no one can ever say that a prison is a pleasant place. It's a difficult place.
Yes.
But I have to say that the prison here in Lomé is really very difficult. It was built by the Germans around about the turn of the century. It was built to accommodate 500 to 600 people, and there are 2,000 people in there, both men and women, living in extremely difficult conditions. Now, we met with the prison minister. He frankly, too, is very disturbed about the conditions there.
Yes, of course, talking about those difficulties, we can see that the government, even the government in Togo, are making efforts to solve those problems that you are talking about.
Yeah, and we want to cooperate with that. We want to do that. One of the most impressive things about the prison was the work that the YMCA have done in founding what is called a legal club, where a group of prisoners have got together and have, through the help of lawyers, been able to deal with some of the real difficulties. For example, I've got a figure here. Yeah. In the first year of the legal club, there were 3,250 requests from individuals who claimed that they were locked up for inadequate reasons. 1,187 were freed as a result of the activities of the legal club, which is interesting.
But something which is also interesting is that when those people are freed, are there some measures to let's say, to accompany the actions on social matters are concerned?
Well, now what we have to do is make sure that there can be a proper rehabilitative program. This is a problem for people all over the world when they come out of prison. What we are trying to do is set up schemes and programs so that business people will be in touch with prisoners and get them back into work. Now, we have with us a businessman from London who says that some of the prisoners, most of the prisoners he has employed, are hardworking, are dedicated, and are willing to make a go of it. We have to change the perception of people and really make the opportunities for people when they come out of prison to get into employment so that they don't commit crimes again and finish up back in prison.